Good evening and welcome to Facebook Live. Let me just refresh my computer. Okay, give people a chance to join me. Hopefully I will be loud and clear when we get some people on. Excellent. Got some people joining us. Fabulous. Good morning, Wendy. Gosh, you're up early. Thank you very much, Philippa. Hi, Tracy. Excellent. So I just want to say a huge thank you for everybody who joined me this morning, and especially for everybody who's sent such lovely messages about the collection and all the lovely comments and everything. It really does mean everything. It makes it all the hard work worthwhile. So yeah, fabulous. Thank you so much for that. Just giving people a chance. Now, I'm going to try I'm going to try something a little bit different this evening. So I hope it's going to work. But I'm going to flip my camera. Oh no, first of all, I'm going to tell you the stockists again. Oh, and I forgot this morning, the Pinterest boards are all live. So if you're looking, oh no, I think I did mention it actually, but the Pinterest boards are live and all the inspiration is on there. So if you are, when you get your products and what have you, if you are stuck for ideas, then just head over to Pinterest and you will find all the design team cards on there. So everything I showed you this morning and the piles that I've got for you this evening as well. Thank you so much. It's so lovely that you're all saying such lovely things about it. It really does mean a lot. So the collection is available, excuse me, from Hazel and Paul at Dragons Papercraft, from Wow Embossing Powder, from Joe and Mark at Let's Create, from Maxine at Maximum Crafts, from Kate at the Mulberry Bush, from Julian Barry at Craft Bliss, from Ben at Intercraft, and from Craft Stash. And then in America, it's with Simon Says Stamps. I did check earlier and it wasn't on, but it could be that they're waiting to make them live. So hopefully if they're not on already, they will be very soon. And they are also with lovely Jeanette at J Craft, and they're all there at the moment. So right, I'm going to flip the camera and start showing the collection, and then we'll try something a little bit different because the person who I'm thinking of is just joined. So bear with me a moment, or just commented. Hold on. Right, let's flip my camera. Whoops, don't want to look at the ceiling. Let's try looking at products. That's much better. Okay, let's bring my lights down. Now, just wait and make sure that the view that you've got is okay. Get rid of my wire. Bring my phone over a little bit. Make sure it's straightish. Okay, so there are 2 A6 stamps and 1 A5 stamp in the collection, and also a new set of Hazel's lovely sentiment medley dies. So the first stamp set is Blooming Delightful, and it's made up of hexagons, but you've also got all these lovely little elements as well, which are so useful for pattern building, for adding extra details and things. And you will see that in the samples when I start showing you them, just how useful those little stamps are. So this is my coloured in version that I did, and the hexagons will work with my Dinky hexagon die set, and I designed the stamp so that you can use the dies to cut them out if you want to. So it just gives a really lovely quilted sort of effect to it, but just giving it like tying everything in so it all works together. So that's the first set of stamps, and then the second set of stamps is Blooming Gorgeous, aren't they just? And then These ones work, the squares will work with my Dinky Square dies, so you can cut these out and die cut them as well. And in this set you've got this lovely border. Really, I love this, and what the design team have done with it is just amazing. And then the 3 different squares as well, and like I say, they all work with the dies. And just to show you the coloured in version, just because it's nice to see what they look like when they are coloured. And then, so that's a second stamp set. And then the A5 stamp set is the big one. And when I drew this, I had no idea until I saw Philippa's card, which I should just grab, because Philippa could see that it looked like a cat. And I just think that's absolutely brilliant. So we've got this floral, this one is called Blooming Bouquet. Sorry, I should have showed you the stamp. So this is Blooming Bouquet, and in here you've got the big A5 stamp, and you've got Sending Happy Thoughts with Deepest Sympathy and Forever in our hearts. So I'll show Philippa's card again in a minute because it's so clever. Okay, so that's the A5 stamp set. So that is the 3 stamp sets, and then we have a new set of sentiments from Hazel. So this is, now Hazel, if you want to do what we said we were going to do, if you would like to do it now, and then I will try and bring you in as well. Hazel's going to try and join the video. She's going to ask to join, and I've just got to remember what I have to do to bring her. Oh, bring them on camera. Okay. Right, Hazel has requested, wants to join your video. So what do I have to do? I have to say approve, send invitation. Okay, so Hazel is just being added. So this set of sentiments, we've got thinking of, just for, hello, new home, wedding day, anniversary and sympathy. And these work with, yay!
Why am I sideways? Am I the right way round?
No, you're perfect.
Oh, that's good then. Just on my camera, my head is...
No, you're absolutely perfect, love. These work with Hazel's first set of medley sentiments. So where we've got the just for you and thinking of you, the you comes from the thank you out of the first set. But you can mix and match them, because we could do things like with love and sympathy. We can have wedding day wishes, because the wishes is in the first set as well. So there's lots of different ways you can mix and match them, just to make them go further. And we're not going to repeat words. We're trying really hard. We're adding to them all the time. I have a book every time Hazel thinks of a sentiment that gets written down in, or that a customer asks for some sentiments.
Yes.
And Mullet, your request has been noted. Yes, so these are going to grow and be added to. But Hazel wants to share something with you. So go on, Hazel, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can flip the camera. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I don't know if I can. I'm going to have to hold it up to you because there's no... Oh, okay, I found it. Hang on. Okay. So, I'm just going to see if this is okay on the iPad because it's round the wrong way on my phone. So, you know me in storage. I just wanted to give you a little sneaky peek of how I've stored mine, and I'm going to do a little live tomorrow on it. If you want to craft along with me and make it, that would be fabulous. It's going to be at 4 o'clock in my little group, Hazel Eaton Freelance Demonstrator, and then I can share it across all of the platforms. I can put it onto Crafty Friends of Julie Hickey, and it'll go on my YouTube channel as well. So it's like a DL version, and it just keeps everything together. So what I've done is I've just die cut the words on this side, and then I've got my magnet on this side. So this is set, which one's this? Yeah, this is the new one. This is the new one. And then I've got the first set that we did with the happy birthday, best wishes, thank you, with love, and then on the back I've got all of my Christmas ones. But it's really handy, and when you look at it like this, these are my boards that I do, and the way that I stick them down, or I've started to stick them down, is so that I know that the word is from another set, if that makes sense. But yeah, like Julie said, it is the start of a library, and I think, yeah, it's really nice just to store them, so in my own little storage. So if you want to see it and make it, I'll be live at 4 tomorrow.
Excellent. That's super. Thank you very much, Hazel.
You are
for
very
that.
welcome. And now what we've got to do is work out how you get me off of here.
No, I know how to get you off
Do
of
you?
here. So if you want to say bye-bye,
Okay, bye.
then I'm going to hit the button.
Okay.
See you
Bye.
soon.
Take care. Bye.
Now, whether it'll work or not, of course, come on. It says remove, and I'm like going, yes, remove. Nope. Okay, let me go back into the people and see if I allow viewers. Right. No.
Do you want to stop going
I
live?
still can't get rid of you. Oh, yes, I've got rid of. Right, she's gone. I don't want to say hooray. Okay, so that is the sentiment and the storage. I was so blown away when Hazel showed it to me. It was like, I want to redo all my storage now. So let me show you some samples. Let me move these to one side. And I'm going to bring in my hexagon samples that myself and the design team have done. So this is the set. And this is my first card that I did. And again, this just shows how lovely it is to use it with those little dinky dies and to cut those out and to use those as layered backgrounds. I've used some glitter card and then I've just coloured them. I think I did this with an ink pad, and look at that happy anniversary. I mean, it's those sentiments are just perfect. They really are. So then I made a little sympathy card, just using the little one, and this one is straight onto my card. So these are flat on my card, and then added the with sympathy from gold foiled card. I'm so pleased that Hazel and I managed to do that, because she literally messaged me about 10 minutes before I'm about to come on and said, how about we do this? It's like, it's a great idea, just got to remember how to do it. Anyway, we did. This one is one that I made, and again, using the frame that you can cut from the dinky dies just works perfectly. And again, I mean, I just love a rainbow card, you know that. So, and again, this one we've got hello, and it's out of glitter card, and these little dies, you can cut them. Tracy often does it out of funky foam, and they're absolutely perfect for that, and it's lovely to get that dimension as well. Then we've got this lovely little card from Tracy where we've got a bit of inky background, very Tracy, bit of stenciling, and then she's used the little stamps dotted about. We've got some leaves, we've got some white embossed flowers. I mean, how lovely does that little daisy look embossed? It's beautiful. And she's used the happy, 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 and then she's used the big birthday. Beautiful. And then I love this one. I think Tracy did this one as well. Just so lovely how she's got vellum that she's heat embossed, lovely easel card that she's created using the circle dies. And then we've got some of the flowers as well that she's cut out, and we've got the happy anniversary again. And it honestly, it just looks beautiful. So lovely, the white heat embossed onto the vellum. Then I've got one from Emma Smith. And Emma has, oh, I love this, how this is on vellum as well, and she's coloured the back of it. And again, she's used the die to create the frames. Isn't that just beautiful? She's actually created like a Z fold card. So it was just looks lovely. And she's got the thinking of you on there as well. And again, the little stamps, just using those to create that frame around the edge. But how pretty is that? It's such delicate colours. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I've got one here from Jo Street, where she's used the wording from the big set, But she's used all the little stamps to create that lovely border around the edge of the hexagon. I just love it. I think it's beautiful. And she's created another lovely sympathy card. I love how different the hexagon looks. Like from, I always use it with the point up, but Jo's done it with the point, the flat top, if you like, as opposed to the point being at the top. And she's stamped and cut out those flowers, just beautiful. And again, there's just using the sympathy. She's actually cut out the little daisy. Wow, Jo. She's cut out the little daisy from here and just used that as a little embellishment, and the little splatters as well of the colours with the gold. It just looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this one from Tracy. I love how Tracy has incorporated Emma's lantern and also Emma's flowers, but put it in with the hexagons, so it can be for all year round. The lantern, I just think the lantern is so beautiful. It looks lovely nestled in amongst the flowers there. Honestly, the design team, they always do me proud, but I just can't believe how many samples they've made with this collection. I love this that Tracy's done. What a lovely way to present a bookmark. Beautiful, with a little pocket just to slide that bookmark into. And then she's used the thank you from the verse set as well on the front. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, Wendy, I'm not surprised you'll watch on catch up. Even I think 3 a.m. is a little bit too early. This is one that Philippa has done, and we've got the lovely little hexagons that she's die cut and used the dies as well to frame them. And we've got from my handpicked florals, we've got some, what she's using them as leaves. Looks absolutely beautiful, and the soft colours and the with sympathy, it's just stunning. And then the oh, love this. I love how she's done the colours of the rainbow, ink blended. It's just beautiful. And then just that bit of embossing, and with that lovely sentiment, gorgeous. Then another one from Emma. Emma's done a new home card, and again Emma's just used the little daisy, let me show you, on the stamp set. He embossed it in white onto craft, which always just looks amazing, and then coloured it in. And this will be with, I can't remember what pencils she had now. I know she wants to, I think she's got Prismacolors, and she's talking about wanting polychrome. Oh, I don't, oh, it's one or the other, but just beautiful. I have got it written down. And the little details are putting that little bit of silver glitter behind the wording, so you just see a really small amount of it poking through, but it just really sets your eye off to like to see the sentiment. And then we've got this one from Jo Shannon, very like Japanesey. It's lovely, where she's left the designs colored like white, black and white, but she's coloured the background. And then we've got all this lovely paper weaving behind. We've got the stamps on the black paper, and again this is using some form of powders, unless it's a like a copper color ink pad. I don't know now. Beautiful though, absolutely stunning. I know Jo's not here at the moment, so I can't ask her. And then this one Jo Shannon's also done. I love how she's used the little one to give that frame around her design. She's also used the little one around the hexagon, and she's added glossy accents to the top of her flowers, so they're all shiny, but the background she's actually doodled, so it hasn't got any pattern in the background, but she's created all those little circles to give it a background. Jo loves her centangling and doodling and things. Okay, so that's our hexagon cards for this evening. If you missed this morning's live, then I've loaded it up onto YouTube, so it's nice and easy to find, and then you'll be able to see all the cards that I shared this morning. So next up is the square set that works with the Dinky Dies, and that is this pile. So first up, we've got a beautiful easel card from Emma Smith, where she's used the border stamp, she's heat embossed it, but she's done very loose watercolouring around it, coloured it and then extended the colour out. It's absolutely gorgeous. And she's taken the flower, the big flower, from the big stamp and cut those out and use those individually. She's used glitter card for her sentiment, which just makes it pop. Absolutely stunning. The colouring on it is lovely. It's really hard to show all of it. I don't think I've got my camera quite far enough away. And then this is one that I did. So similar to Tracy's, Tracy had done one where she got top and bottom and a sentiment in the middle. I cut mine out and then I've just done a little bit of scoring top and bottom and around the sentiment. And then I've used platinum, because I hadn't used platinum in ages. And it was my favourite embossing powder. And then I did this one as well, where I stamped the leaf design. And I used a gold pen just to fill in some of the areas on the stamp. And then I just painted one of them in and used the Forever in Our Hearts sentiment. And that is with polished gold embossing powder, which is also beautiful. And this one from Tracy. I love how she's done the squares. And I love her colourway. I love the little hello. I love the tag with the heart. Absolutely beautiful. And Tracy has also done some scoring just down the edge, but just adds that bit of interest without having to add anything else to your card. And then we've obviously got glosses in the middle of our flowers as well, which is beautiful. Then I have one from Philippa, where she's used Hazel's square dies, which is very apt with the squares. Love how she's done the blue and the white and just stamped the squares directly onto her card. Pulled out a second one to give us another layer, and then she's die cut. They all line up. Wow, Philippa, all the little squares line up with the pattern of the tiles. Wow. And I love the offset piece behind. That's so clever. That's amazing. And then another one from Marion. Now this is, I don't know if it's, oh, it is picking it up. How pretty are those pastel colours? I'm dying to know what this is that she's made this with. I just need to get the light right. Let my computer catch up before I move it again. And then she's done her sentiment, which is white on white. But it's really, really pretty. And she's doing a video as soon as, yeah, there is a video for that one. As soon as Simon Says Stamps have them online, they will go, the video will be up. This one Jo Shannon has done, and she's used the border. She's used the leaf out of the first set. And then we've got the little square for our background. It's not until you start looking at the cards and you can just see how much detail and everything and the different elements that have been used to build them up and to show it. Absolutely, Bev, I'm right there with you. They are definitely the #1 design team. This one's from Tracy. I love how she's done all the different squares, layered them up. I love the flowers in that corner, the happy anniversary. Again, she's used her scoreboard just to add a little bit of interest around her cards. We've got a double-edged border, and then we've got gems in the centers of our flowers. So just catching the light there, just beautiful, absolutely stunning. And then this one is from Philippa. Love this. She's done, this is actually cut the card. So she's got part of her sentiment, sorry, part of the border, but she's trimmed it. And then we've got the squares behind. Isn't that lovely? They're all just absolutely stunning. This one is Jo Streets, and Jo's used the Dinky Circle die this time. And she's put Wedding Day on it, and she's put little dots of glitter glue in her background, which I'm hoping the camera is picking up. and it is so pretty. It almost looks embossed. It's really, really pretty. And then one that Jo Shannon has done, and this is just black and white with a little bit of grey. And I love how she's done like all these extra bits around the edge. It looks dimensional, but it is completely flat, other than she's put pearls in the middle. But all her stamping is flat, so she's masked. She's masked, done the first one, and then she's masked these so that they look like they're behind. How clever is that? Always forget about masking, and it's such a clever technique. Another one from Jo Street, where she's used the big design in the background in a very pale lilac, and then we've got one of the tiles on the top, and again she's put clear embossing powder on so it's shiny like a tile, which is beautiful, and use the Sending Happy Thoughts. Tracy's done another bookmark. I mean, how lovely does that look, embossed in silver? It's just like, wow, on the black card. It is just stunning. I love these little covers, like little holders to put them in, Tracy. I think that's really lovely. And I love how you've just stapled the ribbon on too. And then the last one from Tracy, where she's used fresh florals, is it? Or is it? Yes, it's fresh florals. And this is the leaf from here. I'm sure that's fresh florals. And then we've used the leaf one, but we've got lovely square frames around it as well. And this has been done with heat embossing onto card, and then also onto, I'm going to say vellum, but I mean acetate. They're just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so there are our square cards. Let's pop those away. Pop those in my box. And then we'll have the big A5 design. So this one, got to show you Philippa's cat card again. I had no idea when I was drawing this that if you filled the body in, it looks like a cat, but how clever is that? And I love the colours that Philippa's used. And she's used Happy from Happy Birthday. She's used Home from the new set. And the word cat has been done from the Sweet Pea alphabet, but she's die cut it using some of the stamp in the background. It's just so clever. I love that, Philippa. Beautiful one from Hazel. I love how she's just, lots of Hazel's cards were all done in just one colour. So she had a green phase when we had these. And she's coloured it in, done a wash around the edge. I love just the black and white ones on the top, and then those green glosses just to finish everything off. Absolutely stunning. And then this one is from, oops, got two together. This one is Jo Street, and she's heat embossed the big flower. You don't have to use the whole design, which I think this card really does show that off really well. Jo's only got part of the design on here, and then we've got the word anniversary, and then we've got the same colour ink in the background of her card. But that, I mean, it just looks so lovely, just heat embossed, doesn't it? It's a bit like that card that Tracy made that I showed this morning on the with the acetate. Just, yeah, beautiful. Another one from Jo, where she's done pinks and purples on her stamp. So we start with pink, but we go to purple. Bit of ink blending, and then she's rubbed around the edge with her ink pad and got it really random, which I love it. It just looks like a gold foil card to me. I love how you get like just bits and pieces of it showing. I think it's beautiful technique to do. I forget about that as well. I must do that again. Lovely. And then one from Emma Smith, where Emma's used the big stamp in the background, white heat embossed onto the lovely soft pearly card. She's done white heat embossing. She's created a little envelope with a little card inside, and this is all die cut from my rectangle dies. And then she's cut the 2 flowers from the big design and used those on her card. Again, just it's so pretty with all the glitter as well and the sparkles, lovely. And then one that I did, because I felt like I need to do a craft card, so I splattered it with some silver and gold paint, and then coloured my cat as it's going to be called. I should have called it a blooming cat, shouldn't I, rather than a bouquet. I can't see anything but a cat now. I think that's fabulous. But I really enjoyed doing that because you know how much I love colouring. And I love this one. This is from Jo Shannon, where she's just got a little element of the stamp, but she's then added, cut out the flowers from the design. Again, done it in one colour, so just in the blue. And we've got a bit of an inky background and splats of water at the bottom here. It's beautiful. So really lovely and simple, but just looks so effective. I've got another one from Philippa, where she's done black and white stripy lines, which is lovely, very bold, and beautiful colours, and hand cut the flowers because there's 3 flowers that you can cut out and use individually. I'm really probably more, but the 3 that are complete, if you like. And I love that. It's very, very retro. And then this one is from Tracy. So this is very similar, actually. How different does it look on craft? But yeah, just love it. I love Tracy's scribbled lines around the edge just to give her a border, and beautiful colouring again. Trying to decide if that's her pencils. I think it is. It looks lovely. And then this one is Jo Shannon, where she's stamped one on black card and one on white card, and then she's flipped or done every other row of the design. So she stamped it and cut it into 1-inch strips or whatever, and then layered them up together. So it goes white embossed, black, white embossed, black, and so on. But very effective. Definitely looks like a cat there. And then this one from Tracy, I love this with the white heat embossing onto craft. Love it with Tracy's vellum wrap. You can still see through, you can still see that lovely design underneath, but just love how she's then cut another element out from the stamp. So she's cut a different section out and used that on its own. She's actually placed it where it should be, so she's lined it up. It's lovely. And then the craft on the white for the sentiment, beautiful. Another one from Marion, where she's done white heat embossing on a lovely smudgy inky background that looks beautiful, and then she's used a foilable on the top for the sentiment. So they can be really simple. And again, this is a really simple one. I know Philippa won't mind me saying that. She's masked part of the card off and just used little section, so it goes up like that. She's used this section here of the stamp to create that lovely with deepest sympathy card. Absolutely stunning. So they are our cat stamp samples. Bear with me. And I just have Hazel's sentiment examples to show you. So we have New Home. So this is my blue and white, like tiled. I stamped it in blue and coloured it in, and then I went over it with a brayer and my ink pad and added clear embossing powder. So this is my New Home, because I thought it would be quite good having tiles for a New Home card. We got Tracy's beautiful Hello card, where she's die cut the hexagon using the dies. We've got Emma's Christmas florals on it. We've got some lovely score lines again, and again that lovely tag just tucked in there. They are extremely talented design team. You are absolutely right. I am so lucky to have them all. I couldn't do it without them. They show such variety of all the cards and what you can create with all the different products. It's just fabulous. This one is from Hazel, where she's used the border to create a wreath. She's added some of the leaves as well, and then she's stamped and cut out all the flowers and added happy anniversary. And we've obviously got part of her grid. We've got some stenciling in the background. So everything mixes and matches so well with bits and pieces that you'll have already in your stash. Another beautiful one from Hazel. So we've got the Just For You, and Hazel has just glossy accented the flowers. Just that centre one behind that, oh, it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then we've got Happy Wedding Day from Emma, and Emma's used just part of the border stamp that Hazel's used and coloured that in, white heat embossed onto craft. She's cut out the flowers from the big design. She's got them onto card with glitter, and then she's done acetate over the top, heat embossed on the acetate, and it's a Happy Wedding Day. So again, we've got, I can't remember if Day is in this one. Oh, well, I've got the set. Yes, Day is in the set. So Happy is from the first set, and then Wedding Day is from this set. And then we've got Hazel's beautiful one with the With Sympathy. Such a clever way to do this, to build up the hexagon. Looks like a piece of fabric. We've got those really deep blue lines in between, and then the coloured one inside, which matches in with the colours that Hazel's used between the hexagons, and With Sympathy. It just looks lovely. I love how it's the aperture, but the wording is overhanging. Beautiful. And then my last one to share with you is Thinking of You. So again, the U comes from the first set. Emma's used the dinky square for the scallop and for the square, and then she's used all the little square stamps and die cut them and done a layer of pink glitter as well. So definitely worth. I just think these sentiments are so good, like to build, like Hazel says, to build a library. And once you've got, there's 3 sets now. We've got 1 and 2 are every day, and set 3 was Christmas. 1 and 2 are still available, but Christmas I'm sold out of, but I know that some of the shops still have some of the Christmas ones. So bear with me a moment while I flip the camera. Okay, I do like to see you before I go. Yeah, so I just think that these sentiments are just absolute, they're so perfect for card making. And you know, if you have all of the sets, you're going to be able to build a really nice library. We're adding to them all the time. We're already working on the next set and the next set. And yeah, we've had some requests from customers that people would like family words, which is a difficult one, because how far do you go back with the family? But yeah, there's lots of other ideas in the pipeline as well. So there are some, they're going to be a staple, and that they're going to keep adding to. So I think they will be a really good investment. And don't forget, Hazel will be on tomorrow at 4, and that will be in her group, but she will then share it into the Crafty Friends and everything. And I'll put it on Julie Hickey Designs, and if I can, I'll put it on Facebook, on YouTube. So that you can all watch it. I'm going to do a live where I'm going to get creative with it, but I'm going to post tomorrow when I'm going to do that. It'll probably be during the day on Thursday or Friday, but you can always watch on catch up. So don't forget the Pinterest boards. Huge thank you to all the stockists. Huge thank you to, goes without saying, to the design team, and to you, the customer, for keeping this going. So thank you. Yeah, and there's a link to all the stockists at the top of the group. I've pinned it to the top so it's easy to find. And when you start getting your parcels and getting creative with it, I would love you to share what you make in the Crafty Friends group, and then we can all see it. It's just so lovely seeing what you then do with it. And if you're taking inspiration from any of the design team, it's just really lovely for the design team that you wanted to recreate their card. So yeah, so thank you so much for joining me, and have a fabulous evening, and I will see you soon. I'm going to go and read all these lovely comments because I can't keep up with them flashing up.
Thank you so much, and I will see you very soon, tomorrow or Friday, but I will post. Take care. Bye.